10 years ago, VH1 cameras went behind the music with Barry Lancaster. We showed you what made Barry into the man that we all know and love. But a lot has happened in 10 years. So VH1 has sent back their behind the music camera team to catch up with Barry to see what exactly has happened these last 10 years. This is VH1's Behind the Music with Barry Lancaster.
All right, Barry, Bulge Thompson here. So let's just do a little highlight. You know, we had your 50th birthday behind the music party. It's been 10 years. Incredible. So now it's your 60th. Just give some highlights of the last 10 years, huh?
Well, you know, Bulge. And can I call you Bulge?
Please.
Well, thank you, Bulge. Over the last 10 years, I mean, I'd say it's felt like a lifetime. The things I accomplished in the first 50 pales in comparison to the last 10 years. I mean, the last time we caught up, I missed that game show question. And I'd say after that, you know, my life took a downward spiral. Thank God for my beautiful wife, Debbie. She's really kept me grounded. God knows where I'd be without her. You know, you guys got to see our first date. You know, how we came to be with our 3 beautiful children, especially Mitchell. But you know, in the last 10 years, I mean, going from such stardom as being featured on Behind the Music, I've accomplished a lot in the last 10 years. And like I said before, there was many downtimes, few upsides, such as Entertainer of the Year. I'd love to share a few of those with you throughout this documentary.
So let's just highlight, you know, you've been mentioning a lot of your lows. So let's just kind of dive down into some of those lows. You've been mentioning a lot. I noticed earlier you were getting a bit emotional. Was I right? I know you have glasses, but
how can you blame me?
I saw you shed a few tears. I did.
A few would be putting it lightly.
Well, how about, you know, you mentioned to me personally, and as well as on your MySpace page, I noticed that you still use your MySpace page. You post a lot. MySpace has been dead for dead for the past 15 years easily. But you noticed that you've been doing. Yes, of course. But you have been posting a lot about funerals. Do you mind just kind of diving into that world of funerals?
Well, Bulge, I appreciate you bringing that up. And I love all my fans on MySpace. There are hundreds, if not thousands, that follow me post for post. I mean, I can't get enough of these people. And they can't get enough of me, simply. But after the Behind the Music, it, you know, took me to such stardom so fast that a lot of people can't handle that. And then after that, it seemed, you know, I couldn't find the gigs that I was, you know, wanting and looking for and putting the work in to get. And it seemed the only people that would hire me were funerals. I swear, it was, you know, 2 funerals this week, 3 funerals the next week. Got so low, Bulge, that at one point I was doing a cat's funeral.
I'm on a highway to hell. I'm the highway to hell. Highway to hell. I'm the highway to hell. I'm on a highway to hell. Highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. Don't stop me.
That is pretty
Hey,
low.
Bulge, money's money, you know?
Now, Barry,
Bulge.
may be difficult, but do you mind if you please explain to me, what kind of cat was it?
Well, Bulge is a Siamese cat. And, you know, I'm not much of a cat guy myself, more of a hog man. But I'll never turn down money, you know?
Pig suey, huh?
Oh, woo pig. And, you know, that cat funeral really made me realize, you know, I might have hit rock bottom here. And, you know, Debbie, she's working so hard. And I just want to do my part as a husband to put food on the table.
Oh, they're already doing the Best of Cobb 2022. Huh. Well, we know who's getting my vote. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and share that. Facebook, of course. Vote for the kid. Followers are going to love that. Earth, Wind, and Doubtfire. That's good. Debbie! You're going to love this one, boo. Hey, Bowles. Did you see that post?
Very funny.
Yeah,
Very funny, Barry. But
Bowles. They all are. They all are.
yeah, do you mind if I ask you about your shirt?
What about it there, Bulge?
Well, it looks like you got in a fight with a hot dog.
Bulge, I got these on Christmas. 5-pack, fresh out the bag, baby.
Now, Barry, Bulgy here. Mind if you just kind of give some of your... We noticed that you're in retirement now. How's that going?
Well, Bulge, you know, retired, self-retired, it's all the same thing. But you know, the liberating thing about being self-retired is no more punching the clock. There's no more 9 to 5. No one breathing over your back, you know, telling you do this, do that. You're not answering anybody, Bulge. And you know, that's the glory of it, is I'm not answering it.
Barry, that's Deb. That's Deb. All right, so Barry, so let's talk about. I know we highlighted a bit about your MySpace page, but what we really want to dive into is your Facebook. Your Facebook page has, you know, numerous friends. I believe you've actually hit the max of Facebook friends. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Well,
yes.
we know that you love your Facebook page. Could you just give us a bit of a highlight about your love and your passion and your drive and your enthusiasm towards your Facebook page?
Well, I appreciate you mentioning that, Bulge, and Facebook's been a near and dear, you know, place in my life the last 10 years. Some people say, Barry, how do you do it? Where do you get all this content? And Bulge, you know, sometimes you're just God gifted at something.
Some people are bored with it.
Well, I wouldn't say that. You just look at the page and you can see that that's a lie, Bulge. So I don't really appreciate that too much. You clearly haven't been on there recently.
Well, no, well, necessarily, Bolt. Since our last time, you have not accepted my friend request.
Well, Bulge, like you said, I've hit the limit.
That's
so
nor here or there. That's nor here or there.
Bulge, I get it, and fall in line. You know, there's several people that want to be my friend on Facebook, and I don't have room for them all. People have said, Barry, you need a fan page. You know, you can get infinite amount of followers, and I think that loses its luster a little bit to the people that are near and dear to me, my closest 10,000 friends, you know. And frankly, Bulge, you're not in that 10,000, and I hate to say it, but I'd have to get rid of, you know, some person I met in 8th grade once to put you in there.
Now, Barry, Bolt here, just wanted to go ahead and really dive into some of the gigs that really came out of your cat funeral. No, it wasn't low, but really propelled you to stardom. I believe that the Eagles, Don Henley himself reached out to you, as, you know, really known for their famous song, Purple Rain.
It's not the Eagles, Bulge.
Well,
I appreciate
okay, yeah, of course, yeah, agree to disagree. So could you just really, you know, tell us about how the Eagles, Don Henley himself reached out to you?
Well, Bulge, you know, there's a lot of speculation about Don Henley reaching out to me. And it wasn't necessarily Don as much as the Georgia Players Guild, a community favorite here in Marietta. You can catch us at the Strand, you know, 4 times a year, tops. No more, no less. So it wasn't necessarily Don, Bulge, but there is speculation that Don Henley did reach out to me after my performance at the cat funeral, because, I mean, as a humble man myself, I killed it. But I did get a couple gigs with the Georgia Players Guild. And, Bulge, that really propelled me, and you might have mentioned it, I know I haven't, into becoming the Entertainer of the Year of 2021.
Now, would you just mind highlighting how you got on that track to progress? All the progress, the work, the dedication, everything that takes place to get to that spot.
Well, I'd like to answer it. Bulge, like I said before, there's been lows and there's been highs. Emphasis on the lows for sure. Like I mentioned, the cat funeral. But, God has a weird way of working things out. And you'll never believe the gig I got out of that cat's funeral. It was a near and dear Siamese cat to the community. And Betty White's manager was actually there. And he loved my performance so much he was able to give me a little slot in her 99th birthday last year. Had big things planned for, next Saturday. But with the stricken sadness that we all have, I won't be able to do that this year. But I was able to get several, if not 100 gigs out of that one cat funeral.
Now, Barry, I do have one last question. Our phones here are ringing off the hook.
Rightfully so.
Did you kill Betty White?
We hope that this documentary has caught you up on the last decade of Barry's life. We look forward to checking back in with you in 10 years. For all of us here at VH1, this has been Behind the Music with Cobb County's Entertainer of the Year, Barry Lancaster.
And show me a sign and take it to the limit one more